The Echoing Howl. In the quiet town of Raven's Hollow, where the veil between worlds was said to thin during the witching hour, the legend of the Echoing Howl had been whispered for generations. It was said that on the night of Halloween, a spectral wolf would roam the misty streets, its howls echoing through the night, beckoning the unwary to their doom. Emily had always been fascinated by the tale. As a child, she would huddle under her blankets, listening for the howl that never came. Now, as a teenager, she was determined to uncover the truth behind the legend. She decided to spend Halloween night exploring the old part of town, where the cobblestone streets and ancient buildings held secrets long forgotten. As the sun set, casting an eerie orange glow over the rooftops, Emily ventured out into the chilly evening. The air was filled with the scent of burning leaves and the faint whisper of autumn winds. She walked through the deserted streets, her footsteps echoing in the silence, as the first tendrils of fog began to creep along the ground. The old part of town was a labyrinth of narrow alleys and shadowy corners. Emily's heart raced as she navigated the winding paths, her breath visible in the cold air. She couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched, that unseen eyes followed her every move. The hairs on the back of her neck stood on end, and she quickened her pace, her senses heightened by the growing unease. Suddenly she heard it, a low haunting howl that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. It sent shivers down her spine, and she froze, her eyes wide with fear. The howl grew louder, more insistent, and she could swear she saw a pair of glowing eyes in the mist ahead. Panic surged through her, and she turned to run, but her feet felt heavy, as if rooted to the ground. As she struggled to move, a figure emerged from the fog, a spectral wolf, its form shimmering in the moonlight. Its eyes burned with an otherworldly light, and it seemed to stare straight into her soul. Emily's scream echoed through the empty streets, but no one came to her aid. She was alone, face to face with the legend she had sought. The wolf took a step closer, its howl resonating in her mind, paralyzing her with fear. She felt a coldness seep into her bones, as if the very essence of her being was being drained away. The world around her began to blur, and she felt herself slipping into darkness. But just as she was about to succumb, a warm hand grasped hers, pulling her back from the brink. She turned to see a familiar face, her grandmother, who had passed away years ago. Her eyes were filled with love and sadness, and she whispered, "It's time to let go, Emily. The howl is not a curse, but a call to those who are ready to cross over." Emily's eyes filled with tears as she realized the truth. The Echoing Howl was not a legend of terror, but a summons to those who were ready to leave the world behind. With a heavy heart, she took her grandmother's hand, and together they stepped into the mist, disappearing into the night. Back in the present, the town of Raven's Hollow remained quiet, the streets empty, save for the echo of a distant howl. The legend of the Echoing Howl lived on, a reminder of the thin line between the world of the living and the realm of the spirits.